I love the original short story by James Thurber, and I thought it was a great script. The original movie, Danny Kaye, was wonderful, but what Steve Conrad did with this script was reinterpret the story and not try to remake what had already been done before. And I felt like it was a very accessible, kind of relatable idea, the idea of somebody who's a daydreamer. I think we all daydream, we all live in our head and have this idea of who we are that doesn't necessarily translate to the real world, and the potential that we all have inside and want to somehow realize. The whole process is sort of challenging but fun because you're doing something you love doing. And this movie has a lot of different elements in it, but I guess, sometimes it's frustrating when you're directing and acting because you have to you're stuck, as a director, you're stuck with yourself as an actor. And as an actor, you're always wishing that you had, you wish you had somebody else directing you. So that can be frustrating.
He had the triple task of making the movie, directing the movie, producing the movie. Then he also had to come home and still be dad, wife, husband.
Well, that's the surprise.
That's the surprise. That's the big surprise.
Wife.
No, being able to do all that and then come home and be 100% present to his family too. So,
Thanks.
yeah.
I used to think about when I was in school about maybe being an archaeologist. Yeah, I love history. Yeah, and I sort of had these fantasies of going off to Egypt and on digs and discovering like a king type tomb or something. But I don't think that's going to happen for me.
It was amazing. It was. It's funny because it's a really inspiring movie to watch, but it was also a really inspiring movie to make. That sounds kind of overly sentimental, but it's true. It really was inspiring watching Ben, and just his absolute focus, and between acting and directing this movie and producing it, he was doing everything, and it was amazing to watch. I mean, there was not a moment that he was not completely occupied doing some gargantuan task. That
makes sense.
Right? I mean, it's enormous, and it's all him. And Steve Conrad, of course, who wrote a great script. I got to do a lot of fun stuff, and we had this big fight scene that was really fun because we're on wires and taking, doing kung fu on each other and all this crazy stuff. Awesome. It was awesome. I always fantasized about being a rock journalist and working for Spin or Rolling Stone. But I would imagine being a rock journalist isn't particularly glamorous. Yeah, I just always wanted to reap the rewards of it rather than actually sitting down at a computer and writing an article about you two. Although I
got all the concerts for free is what you're saying.
Exactly, and if I actually sat down and did that, I'm sure the article would be terrible.
Going to Iceland was probably the best part. Yeah, that was pretty cool. And I get to sing a little song on a guitar, which was kind of fun to do. So yeah, it was amazing. I mean, I applaud any actor, director. I don't understand why their heads don't explode. I mean, it's a lot, especially with this movie. It's a very ambitious film in general for any director, and he's probably in every scene of the movie. Yeah.
What secrets can you tell us about Anchorman 2?
I can't tell you any secrets. I can tell you Will Ferrell's in the movie.
Yes, you are in the movie.
And I am in the movie, and that is the only, and it's coming out in December.
All right, well, I think we've pretty much nailed
Yes,
all
all the secrets. It's less than 7 hours and more than 20 minutes.
And it's a little bit of fun. People are going to like it a little bit.
It's pretty great, yeah.